The Rohingya Genocide is in the news again. Most have forgotten that this is not something new. Sadly, the genocide has been going on for decades and will most likely continue for some time. The obvious tragedy is the loss of so many innocent lives. But another tragedy we face daily is the death of truth, which I believe to be the main reason for the loss of life to begin with. Propaganda is a disgusting tactic. It is a deliberate act of mixing truth with falsehood with the intention to mislead. The results of propaganda are always harmful. Reputations are destroyed, violence erupts, and lives are lost. Imam Ibrahim Hindi can attest to this. While performing Hajj, Brother Ibrahim's image was used in a propaganda campaign targeting Muslims in Houston. It is sad because Houston is already struggling, and individuals are using the tragedy to create division in an already suffering community. Division that will lead to future harm as Muslims are targeted in response to these lies. Brother Ibrahim's example is sad for another far greater reason. As an ummah, the Muslim community, we are outraged by the blatant lies. The misuse of his image to target our community is a reprehensible act, a clear example of prejudice, Islamophobia. One more battle we have to fight to prove our innocence. We hate that our community is targeted as a distraction during such tragedy. We take advantage of it to justify our outrage, but we do not learn from the situation. When it comes time for our community to stand for justice, many in our community use the same tactics. It may not always be deliberate, but we do it far too often. Even as I planned this video, I received a Facebook notification. Images from a tanker explosion in 2010 in Congo where 230 people lost their lives, half a world away from Burma, but images again resurfacing under labels like Christians burnt by Muslims or Rohingya burnt for being Muslim. Allah knows why we fall into the same trap of spreading false information. Perhaps it's laziness, or perhaps we are not truly sincere when it comes to our Islam. Whatever the reason may be, we take images from tragic events and use them for our own propaganda. It is often unintentional, but there are times when it is done deliberately. For years I've been battling with many in our community, reminding them the importance of being truthful in all aspects of our lives, especially when it comes to spreading news on social media. Many, when reminded about the issue, take it seriously and make the appropriate corrections, but many do not. Many will justify the matter by claiming some falsehood is okay if it helps bring awareness. Shaitan is all about mixing falsehood with truth, and look how he ended up. I want to support so many campaigns, but I struggle with this issue. If someone does not take the time to verify the information they present, I find it really difficult to support their endeavor. Trust is eroded, and when that happens, it's very difficult, often impossible, to get that trust back. If we want to be an example for mankind, we have to start living up to the guidance of Islam. We have to be consistent, reject all falsehood regardless of who presents it, especially when it comes from our own community. I'm not a fan of spreading images of death and violence. However, I believe it is a far greater injustice to allow the dead to be disrespected by using their images for propaganda, intentionally or unintentionally. I'm going to put a link in the video description below that will contain some graphic images with references to the original events so that you can properly be informed and take the correct course of action. But if you are sensitive, I wouldn't advise going to the page. May Allah support our brothers and sisters who are suffering in so many parts of the world. May He guide us to truth and help us to make corrections in our behavior. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.